Hello, hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, and you, teacher? How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How's been your morning?
Very nice. I finished my page of my e-commerce.
Okay, good for you.
Yes, I'm happy for this.
Yeah, nice. Excellent. All
How about
right.
you?
Well, I feel great because it's been a rainy day.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, so finally it's a little fresh. So for me, it's good.
For
Yeah.
me too. It's very nice. Right now, very calm. I be I really relax, and I don't know, very
That's
very nice.
good. Yeah,
It's good.
I like this weather. It's not the common weather that I have most of the time. So yeah, I truly enjoy it.
Me too.
Yeah, pretty good. Hello guys. How are you? I can see Luis and Johan. How are you guys?
Hi, teacher. Well, are you?
I'm great. How was your morning?
A little busy.
Really? A lot of things to do?
Yes.
All right, I'd imagine that. And you, Luis, have you been? Luis, are you there? Hello. All right, pretty good. So, sounds good. So guys, it's Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week. And as I mentioned before, remember, when is going to be our speaking evaluation? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, it's today.
No.
No, relax. No, it is not today. So, yesterday I was mentioned that the dates when we are going to finish these levels changes a little bit. Okay. I explained yesterday. Si se acuerdan, el 1 de mayo y el 10 de mayo fueron day off. Por lo tanto, no se dieron clases, right? Así que el curso se alarga 2 días más por esos 2 días que no recibieron la clase. ¿Ok? So, el examen, evaluation estaba programada, right, para que fuese el día de mañana. Pero debido a que nos añadieron 2 días más, entonces el curso se extiende 2 días más. Así que lo que vamos a hacer es dejar el examen para el día Monday. ¿Ok? Que sería el próximo lunes. Así que ustedes van a tener más tiempo para prepararse. ¿Ok? Es una presentación, la que les voy a dejar, no va a ser una entrevista. All right. Así que van a tener tiempo para prepararse, para preparar una buena presentation. And mañana les voy a dar todas las instrucciones de cómo necesito esa presentación. ¿Ok? Así que van a tener tiempo, van a tener todo el viernes, todo el weekend para poder prepararse. Mañana les voy a dar todos los aspectos que vamos a evaluar, ¿ok? Y quiero, bueno, mañana les voy a decir exactamente todo lo que quiero que incluya esa presentación. Desde ya les digo que no quiero que lean, ¿ok? Así que váyanse preparando, guys. No quiero que lean, quiero que lo vayan diciendo así con sus propias palabras. Así que, exam, ¿cuándo va a ser el examen?
Monday.
Monday, correct. Así que, remember guys, Monday es el exam. Ese día estaríamos culminando lo que es el pre-intermediate 2. ¿Ok? Si nos alcanza el tiempo, el día martes estaríamos iniciando ya lo que es el pre-intermediate 3. ¿ok? Ese día ya arrancamos con todo, con el Pre-Intermediate 3, que ya básicamente es el último nivel, y ese lo estaríamos culminando el 12 de julio. El 11. Este día estaríamos teniendo ya nuestra última evaluación. Así que, por lo tanto, como les mencioné ayer, esa plataforma, everybody, tiene que estar lista al final del fin de semana. ¿Ok? Así que recuerden, ahí están los exámenes en la plataforma, no olviden hacerlos, porque de ahí es de donde yo saco su nota. Si no me hacen los exámenes que están en la plataforma, pues simplemente no van a tener nota. ¿Ok? Así que recuerden los ejercicios, también hay que hacerlos. No nos atrasemos mucho con la plataforma. Right? Así que no sé si tienen preguntas con respecto a las fechas.
No.
No? Okay, pretty good. All right, let's start, everybody. Welcome again. I'm happy to see you. And I'm going to share the presentation. Today is June 7th, right? Do you remember the topics that we have been studying?
Some health problems.
Health problems, yes. What else?
Cold.
Which one? What do you say? I'm sorry, can you repeat? Oh, should. Yes, I can see in the chat. Yes. So, when do we use should? ¿Puedo usar should para dar órdenes? What do you think?
Is when you give advice.
Correct. Is to give advice. Pretty good. Okay. We have been studying the vocabulary for health problems. So let's see if you remember, and we are going to learn new vocabulary. Remember that when we are talking about health problems, it's a very extend vocabulary. So let's see if you remember the ones that we studied yesterday. What was this one? Sin versus notebooks. Let's try if you remember.
Bruise.
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 Yes, very good. Do you remember this one?
A burn.
Yes, correct. Very good. When you have a physical damage,
An
excellent.
injury.
Injury. Okay. Recuerden que injury can have like different types of injury. So puede traducirse como una herida, un daño, un golpe, right? Una lesión. It's going to depend. But in general, we can say injury. Do you remember this one?
Pneumonia.
Yes, really good.
Pneumonia.
We got pneumonia. Do you remember this one?
Rush.
Yes, pretty
A
good.
rash.
A rash.
Scratch.
All
A scrape.
right, similar. Remember that scratch is most like when your nails, como cuando nos rascamos, that is more like scratch. But scrape is this one, okay? Do you remember the condition when we have a lot of symptoms?
Sickness.
A
Correct.
sickness.
So remember that sickness is just a synonym of illness. Do you remember this one?
Stroke.
Not really,
Sore
but
throat.
it's similar. What is it?
Sore throat.
A sore throat.
throat. Remember that in English we can add ache, right? Yo digo la parte que me duele y le agrego el ache, like stomach ache, headache, backache. But in the case of pain on your throat is different. We say sore throat. What is this one?
Flu.
Flu, very good.
The flu.
And do you remember what is the difference between cold and flu? What is the difference?
Flu is worse.
That's correct. Flu is worst, okay? Cold is just like un resfriado, right? But flu, it's a little bit more serious. So you got fever, a lot of pain. And if you don't go to the doctor, I mean, you can get influenza. So it's very difficult, that one. What is this one?
Vomit.
Very good. Vomit or do you remember the other way to say vomit?
Through up.
That's the
Vomit
one.
or throw up.
Throw up. Throw up. Throw up. Very good. Okay, I can see some of you remember. Always try to review the vocabulary, guys, please. Now, let's see. We already checked the easy level, the medium level. Let's see the hard one. Look at this one. Look at the picture.
Asthma.
Yes. So if you see, the spelling is different, but the pronunciation in English and in Spanish is very similar. The only thing that we do is like to say asthma. It's like the A is a little bit longer, asthma, but it's the same. Look at his eye. When you have a fight, what is that? No?
No.
Okay,
A
it's a
black eye.
black eye. Black eye means when you have a bruise in your eye. Have you ever had a black eye?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, pretty good. Now, what is this? Some of you already suffered this illness when you were kids. You don't remember?
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Chickenpox.
All right. Acuérdense del chicken, like the food, okay? Chicken pox. What is the translation?
Varicela.
Yes, that is the one. So, chicken pox. Chicken pox. Imagine when you are running or training, or sometimes when you are swimming. What is the name of this painful contraction in your muscles? In Spanish, what is a painful contraction?
Calambre or cramps.
Yes, that's correct.
A cramp.
So we can say cramp. Have you ever suffered a cramp?
Yes.
It's very painful, isn't it? So a cramp. Write it down, take notes. Okay, imagine an illness caused when you eat a food or something that is not good anymore, that is rotten, por ejemplo. So what is that?
Food poisoning.
Food poisoning. In Spanish, what could be that? How do we call it in Spanish? Imagine comemos mucha comida y la comida ya no servía, for example. So what is the name that we say in Spanish? No? Okay, sometimes in Spanish we called it like intoxicación, right? Indigestión, for example. And this happens when the food was no good. Tal vez ya expiró o ya no servía. So you got a food poisoning. Have you ever had food poisoning?
No.
Yes.
No, yes. So this is terrible, guys. You must be careful. Okay, what about this one? If you remember, it was similar to a heart attack, the name. But in this scenario, imagine when your stomach is very acid. What is the name of this health problem? You don't remember? Okay, it's
Heartburn.
heart burned. So, por eso les digo, se parece al heart attacked, empieza con heart, pero termina en burned. And this is acidez, okay? O le llamamos reflujo, acidez estomacal, right? So that is heart burned. Look at this picture. What is this? It's not chickenpox. What is it?
Allergy?
Allergies. Do you agree, guys? Actually, it looks like allergies, right? And in this scenario, look at the definition. An infectious disease that produces small red spots all over the body and is caused by a virus. The name of that virus is Roviola. So the name of that illness
Measles.
is measles. Lo estudiamos el primer día que vimos health problems. So what is measles? It's very similar to the chickenpox, but this one is like very serious. You don't remember?
No, teacher.
All right, sarampión, okay? El sarampión is like more dangerous than the chickenpox. So in English is measles. Measles. Have you ever suffered measles?
No, teacher.
No, never? Good, because this is kind of dangerous. Okay, imagine when you are walking, relaxing, and suddenly your ankle fell. So, do you know what is the name of that health problem?
A sprain.
Sprain. ¿Cómo diríamos sprain in Spanish? What do you think?
Cuando te doblas el tobillo.
Exactly. Like una torcedura.
Sí.
Okay? Yeah. Have you ever suffered a sprain?
Yes.
Many times.
Many times, right? It's very painful. Okay. Do you remember this one?
Sunburn.
Very good.
Sunburn.
Yes. When you go to the beach and you don't wear sunscreen, you will get sunburn.
Swollen or swelling.
In this case, can you see a difference in these hands?
Yes.
Yes. What happens here? Una mano is swollen. What do you think? What is the meaning of swollen?
Hinchado.
Exactly. So, podemos decir swollen or swelling. The both are the same. Have you ever, guys, had a swollen hand?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Now, this vocabulary is a little bit more difficult, so you have to keep practicing. Tomorrow I will ask you and let's see if you remembered. Okay, what was this one?
Sunburn.
Very good. And this one?
Spring.
Which one?
Spring.
Very
A
good.
sprain.
Sprain. Similar to the chicken pox, but serious.
Measles.
Measles, that's the one.
Measles.
How about this one?
Heartburn.
That's correct. How about this one? Food
Poison.
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 That's the
Food
one.
poisoning.
Food poisoning. Oh, look at this one.
Cramp.
Cramp.
Correct. Pretty good. Uh-huh.
Measles.
Measles is different. Measles era como el sarampión. Esta es
Chicken
Chickenpox.
Chicken pox.
correct. Very good. Uh-huh.
Black eye.
Correct. A
A
black
black eye.
eye. And
Asthma.
asthma. Remember, the A is a little bit longer. That's the only difference. Asthma. Okay? And that is related to the health problem. Again, we have a lot of vocabulary about it. These are like the most common. Okay? So try to review the vocabulary so you don't forget. Now, we are going to study another modal. We already checked should. Now we are going to study can. Can is pretty easy. We can use can to talk about abilities. The things that you can do or the things that you are able to do. For example, can you cook, everybody?
Yes.
Yes? Ah, very good. Can you drive a car?
Yes.
No, yet.
Okay. Can you play an instrument?
No, I
Yep.
can.
Yes? No? Can you dance?
Yes. I
Yeah.
can.
Yes? Uh-huh. Can you sing?
Sometimes.
In the shower, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you swim?
I can.
Yes.
Okay. So look, all these activities is like abilities. Okay. Can express your abilities. And the structure is easy. What do I need first?
Subject.
The subject. Then I need can. What happens if it is third person? Do I need changes?
No.
No, it's exactly the same. And then I need the verb. Do I need changes in the verb?
No.
Never, right? So it's pretty simple. Now, can I say something I can to drive? Can I say that?
No.
No, right? I don't need the preposition to. Now, if it is in negative, can I say I don't can drive? Can I say that?
No.
No. In this case, remember, it's a modal. The modals don't need auxiliary. If I want to say it in negative, what do I need?
Can't.
Can't.
Exactly. We just need to add not. And we say contracted not. I can't cook, for example. Can you tell me something that you can't do?
I can drive a motorcycle.
Okay, very good. Who else? What about you guys? Tell me something that you can't do.
Can play the saxophone.
Okay, pretty good. What else?
I can play piano.
Okay. Who else? Katie, can you tell me something that you can't do?
I can sing.
Very good. So you see, affirmative and negative. It's pretty easy. Is it clear? How do we use can?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I have here some questions. I'm going to show you these numbers. You just have to pick one number and answer the questions. Okay, so I want to everybody participate, please. Who wants to start? I need a volunteer.
Me.
Nice.
Okay, who say me? I need the name.
Luis.
Luis. Okay, Luis, tell me a number, please.
10.
10. Okay, in this case, vamos a omitir esta because, I mean, it's a little bit weird. Give me another one.
8.
Okay. Go ahead, read it.
Can you remember 5 vegetables?
Go ahead, tell us.
Carrot, onion, tomato.
2 more.
Yeah, I try to remember, but I don't know if broccoli.
Yes, it's the same. One more. Think about the ones that it looks like the broccoli, but it's white.
Yeah, cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. Okay.
Very good, excellent. Okay, Luis, can you pick one of your classmates, please?
1.
Juan, hello Juan, give me a number, please.
Number 7.
7, okay. Read it, please.
Can you say 3 things you have in your bag? I have a book, pencils, and an iPad.
Okay, pretty good, excellent. Pick one of your classmates, please.
Katie.
All right, Katie, can you give me a number, please?
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read it, please?
Can you say 3 places where you can use your mobile?
Uh-huh.
For example, at the university, in my church, and when I spend time with my family.
Very good. Those are 3 places where you can't. Excellent. Pick one of your classmates, please. Or who's missing? You can pick, I think only Johan hasn't participated. Okay, right?
Yes.
Johan, give me a number.
3.
Okay. Read it, please.
Can you say the days of the week in the right order? Okay, Monday. I don't remember, excuse me. Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
All right. Is that correct, guys?
Yes.
After Monday is?
Sunday?
After Monday.
Tuesday?
Tuesday. That is the
Tuesday.
one. Pretty good. So if you see, guys, it's pretty easy to use the modal can. Okay? It's just expressing abilities, the things that you can do, or the things that you are able to do. Is there any question about this topic?
No.
No? Yes? Easy. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, yesterday we were talking about describing places. Do you remember the topic? Describing places? Okay. Now let's combine can and talking about places. Can you tell me activities that you can do in your city?
Can or can't?
Can, positive. What activities can you do in your city?
I can do running.
Okay. In this
and
case,
bike.
can I say I can do running? Running.
Can run.
You can run.
Okay, you can say just I can run, or if you remember the previous topic, if I use an activity or sport that is ending in ing, what is the verb that I need? Do, go, or play?
Oh, okay, go. I go
So you can say I can go
running.
running. Perfect. What else? Everybody, think about your cities. What activities can you do?
You can do exercise.
Pretty good. What else?
I don't know if this is correct, but you can walk your dog.
You can walk your dog. Is correct. Can you swim in a lake in your city?
No.
Possibly not, right? Can you go fishing in your city?
No.
Can you play soccer?
Yes.
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 Okay. Can you play volleyball?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Can you climb a mountain?
No.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Okay. How about can you go hiking? Do you remember what hiking is?
Yes.
Escalar.
Which one? Imagine when you go walking on the mountain. In Spanish, it's like senderismo, right? When you walk in the mountain. So can you do that in your city?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Pretty good. No? Yeah, in my city, well, maybe. Now, think about your city and now in negative, tell me the activities that you can't do. What do you think?
You can drive a bicycle.
Okay.
You can walk around with your phone.
Why not?
Really
Okay.
dangerous.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what else? What else can't you do?
I can go to the cinema.
I can't go to the cinema. All right. Anything else? Okay, think about these activities that you can and the ones that you can't. We are going to use this later, okay? So keep in mind. Now, talking about describing places, if you remember yesterday, we studied different adjectives, okay? So now let's try to remember the adjectives that we were studying, and you have to analyze if the meaning of these adjectives are positive or negatives. Let's start here. If I say bright, what do you think? Bright is positive or negative adjective?
Positive.
Positive.
Yeah, oops, positive. How about comfortable?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive too. Convenient?
Positive?
Positive.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, come on, be confident. How about the next one? Cramped. What is that?
Sorry, what cramp means?
Cramped is a synonym of narrow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Negative.
Negative.
Yeah, that's negative. Dangerous.
Negative.
Definitely, right? Dark.
Negative.
Definitely. Dingy. Do you know what dingy is?
No.
Nope.
Dingy is the opposite of clean.
Negative.
It's negative. So dingy, guys, is a synonym of dirty. Okay? How about expensive?
Negative.
Negative. Yes. Huge. Do you remember what is the meaning for huge? No?
Positive.
Okay, it's positive. And what is the meaning of huge?
Enorme.
Exactly.
Grande, ¿no?
It's more than big, right? So for example, we can say Mexico is big, but Canada is huge, right? Inconvenient, is that positive or negative?
Negative.
Totally, right? Messy,
Negative.
totally. Modern,
Positive.
very good, excellent. Now let's see the next ones. Neat. Do you remember the meaning for neat?
Positive.
Yes. And what is the meaning?
Clean.
Yes, clean, organized. Now, noisy, what is that?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Is your city noisy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, private,
Positive.
Positive.
positive, quiet,
Positive.
Positive.
positive too. Run down. Do you know what run down is?
Nope.
Imagine, guys, if you travel to a house, okay, but in that house, nobody has been living there for a long time because there was an earthquake. So, ¿cómo creen que esté esa casa después de un earthquake and nobody's living there?
Oh, negative.
Good. So, run down es como decir, what do you think? What would be the translation?
Destruido.
Deteriorado.
Deteriorado, destruido, en ruinas, right? So that means that is not working anymore, okay? So we can use these ones also for cities. Okay, there are some cities que después como de un accidente, de un evento catastrófico, right? Ha quedado destruido. So that is the meaning for run down. Okay, safe is
Positive.
very good. Small,
Negative.
yeah, very good. Spacious,
Positive.
Positive.
okay. Tiny,
Negative.
negative, yes. Uncomfortable,
Negative.
very good. And luminous. A lot of lights,
Positive.
yes, it's considered positive. So we have different adjectives, and these adjectives, guys, you can use them in order to describe places. Okay, so you can say my city is, and depends of it, positive or negative, you can say my city is pretty neat. Ah, my city is a little noisy. No, my city is quiet. You can describe your city, you can describe places using these adjectives. Now, what we are going to do today is combine those adjectives with something that we called intensifiers. In some grammar books, it will say intensifiers. In some other grammar books, it will says adverbs of degree, pero son exactly the same, okay? What is the intensifier? Normally, when we are talking, we use the word very, right? Tenemos mucho esa palabra, very. For example, very big, very small, very beautiful. What else? Very expensive. So, como que a todo le colocamos very, right? Now, the idea with the intensifier is to change. En lugar de usar solo very, 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 we are going to use another expressions. And what expressions can we use? Look at this. We can use, depending on the intention that you want to use. Imagine that you don't want to exaggerate a lot. You can say fairly, pretty, or somewhat. What do you think? Imagine if I say, my brother is fairly tall. What am I saying? ¿Qué estoy diciendo ahí? Any
Muy
idea?
alto.
Similar, yes. Fairly and very, basically, guys, they are synonyms. So, podemos decir fairly, traducirlo como bastante, right? Es bastante alto, okay? It's the same with pretty. Pretty es un sinónimo de very. For example, the film was pretty good. So, ¿qué estoy diciendo ahí? The film was pretty good. What do you think?
Estuvo bastante buena la película.
Exactly, that the movie was bastante bueno, right? Or muy bueno. So, this is just a synonym. And imagine if I say we were somewhat tired. What do you think? What is this? Somewhat. Mhm. Okay, in Spanish, this is like when we say algo, right? Un poco, okay? Un tanto, right? So that is the meaning for somewhat. We were somewhat tired, algo cansados, or un poco cansados. Okay? Then we got the other ones. Oh, is it clear the meaning for these three words? Pretty, fairly, and somewhat?
Yes.
Yes? Cool. Okay, then if we want to increase the degree, we can use rather and quite. The meaning of these guys is exactly the same. The only difference is that sometimes rather can be considered a little bit more formal, okay? Rather, in this case, the translation could be bastante. Okay, so for example, if I say the exam was rather difficult, what am I saying there?
Que estaba bastante difícil.
Correct, like very, very difficult. Okay, the water is quite cold. ¿Qué estoy diciendo ahí? It's quite cold.
Bastante helado.
Exactly. So that is the meaning of quiet or rather. In this case, guys, if you want to use this intensifier, what is the position in the sentence? It's before the adjective. Okay? Esta palabra, este adverbio nos está modificando de adjective, so por eso va before the adjective. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. So, can you tell me a characteristic of your city using rather or quite?
Yes, my city is fairly noisy.
You can use the ones that you prefer. Rather, quite, fairly, pretty, or somewhat.
My city is rather noisy.
Okay, quite noisy.
Quite noisy.
Yes. Okay, imagine, una cosa es que yo diga, my city is noisy. But what happens if I add quite noisy? ¿Cambia el significado, sí o no?
Yes.
Yes, totally, right? It's not the same noisy than quite noisy. What else? Can you give me another characteristic of your city, guys, using the intensifier?
Yes. My city is rather dangerous.
All right. So rather is very formal. So that sentence sounded very formal too. Rather dangerous. What else? Another characteristic for your city, guys?
My town is quite beautiful.
Pretty good. Okay, quite. And that is another intensifier that you can use. Okay, so remember, this is depend of the intensity that you want to share. If the intensity is a little bit strong, so you can use rather and quite. If it is not so intense, you can say fairly, pretty, or somewhat. Now, let's see the last ones that we have here. Extremely, very, and really. Okay, this is to make like more emphasis. Imagine if I say the problem is extremely difficult. Okay, we have extremely difficult and we have rather difficult. Is there a difference in these sentences? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, right, the intensity. ¿Será lo mismo si yo digo, my city is rather dangerous and my city is extremely dangerous? What do you think? Is there a difference?
Yes.
Yes, right? ¿Cuál sería más dangerous? The ones with rather or the ones with extremely?
Extremely.
Correct, exactly. Now, the most common is very, okay? But also we can use really. Really is exactly the same as very. It's the same. She was very angry is the same if you say she was really angry. Okay? Now, these are some of the most common intensifiers, but they are not the only ones. There are others. Hay muchos intensifiers that you can use. If you are talking in negative, es decir, que el significado es negative, también podemos usar to. What is the meaning of to?
Muy.
In this case, it's like demasiado, right? So remember that to, it's for negative meaning. So can I say, my city is too beautiful? Do you think that, can I say that sentence?
No.
Not really, right? Doesn't make sense because beautiful is a positive adjective. To is a negative adverb. So that is what you have to consider. To goes with negative adjectives. For example, my city is too small. What do you think? Can I say that?
Yes.
Yes. Or imagine if I say, my city is too
Dangerous.
dangerous. Yes. So to is another intensifier. Also, another, and that is very common, is so. What is the meaning of so? What do you think? I can say, for example, my city is so expensive. What is that?
No.
Can I say that?
Nope.
Why not?
Because expensive goes with, because it's negative.
What could be an example using so? What do you think? What is the translation in this scenario? Imagine if I say so, what is the scenario? What is the translation here?
Como algo como tan o bastante.
Done, exactly. So imagine you can say, my city is so beauty. Can I say this? Yes. In this
Yes.
case, we are saying es tan bonita, right? It's so beauty. It's so modern. It's so spacious. So we are describing using so. These are others intensifiers. So as I said before, guys, we have a lot of them, but these are like the most common. Just remember the positions. If you use one of these intensifiers, they will always go before the adjective. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Pretty good. Oh my gosh, it's very late. We don't have a lot of time. There was an activity la íbamos a hacer aquí en la clase, but we don't have more time. So it's going to be your homework. Okay. It's pretty easy. Y esa homework nos va a servir para ir practicando para lo que vamos a hacer en el examen. Okay. I want you guys to describe the city you live. I want you to use different adjectives, positive or negative adjectives. And I want you to try to include intensifiers. Okay? It doesn't have to be so long. No estoy pidiendo que sea como de una hora. Not really. I just want to listen to some sentences, okay? But I want you to use different adjectives, positive and negatives. And of course, don't forget the intensifiers. Here we got an example. I'm going to talk about my city. My city, and look, we can use affirmative, negative. If you want to use can, you can do it too. My city is not, look, so famous. We got an intensifier there, but it's rather clean and beauty. It's quite boring and traditional, but it's not too noisy as some other cities. Houses are extremely expensive. On the other hand, renting is fairly cheap. Can you tell me the intensifiers that I used in this paragraph? Intensifiers. Which intensifiers did I use? I have so, what else?
Rather,
Rather,
quite,
Feel quite.
too,
to,
extremely,
extremely,
fairly.
good. So if you see, I was trying to use different intensifiers to describe my city. So that is exactly what I want you to do. Try to use the adjectives that we have been studying today, or you can use different ones. There's no problem at all. But I want you to try to use intensifier. So think about your city, the positive and the negative aspects, and tomorrow we are going to present it, okay? The idea is like to talk for 1 minute. If you want to talk more, I mean, it's okay, no problem at all. But 1 minute, it will be fine, okay? Is it clear, the activity?
Yes.
Yes.
Questions so far?
Nope.
Nope. Are you sure? Pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to send instructions on WhatsApp's group so you can keep the information so you don't forget it. Unfortunately, we don't have more time. So guys, please, you don't forget to continue working on the platform. Okay, it is important. I really want you to finish on time. Tomorrow, as I said before, I'm going to give you all the instructions to be ready for the speaking evaluation. When will we have the speaking evaluation?
Monday.
Monday, that's correct. So everybody, do you have any questions before leaving?
No, teacher.
No? Nobody? Okay, well, if you don't have questions, we are going to stop right here. Thank you so much, guys, for being in the class. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
See you,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher. See you
See
tomorrow.
you. Bye.